Uh-oh, you know what that sound means. It means it's lunch talk time.
Welcome to the all-new Lunch Talk Show with Mike and Star Carter.
This show will discuss relationship, family, celebrity news, and much, much more.
So stay tuned, because you never know what the Lunch Talk crew is serving up every Friday. What's going on, Lunch Talk family? What's going on? It's another wonderful Friday, so we are back with an all-new episode. What's going on today, Mr. Carter?
Oh, nothing much. What's up, Lunch Talk family? How's everybody doing? Getting prepared for another wonderful weekend?
Another wonderful weekend. I am ready. Oh, so much to talk about. So much to talk about. So many things that done went down since last Friday's show.
Yeah, and the words of Stewie, it's a lot of crazy stuff that went down. A lot of crazy stuff went down.
I'll tell you what, boy, I tell you, we are not short for topics and trending news, I tell you, on Lunch Talk lately. Y'all been giving it to us all over the world.
Yeah, they got something for you. They got something for you. Oh, yeah. They got something for you. I tell you.
So, for all you new listeners out there, this is your first time listening to us, we do appreciate all the love. And what we're about to do now is our appetizer part of the show. So, my husband, he likes to give out the interesting tidbits. So, what you got for us today, babe?
Well, since you already let everybody know what the main topic going to be about in the last show, this one goes kind of hand in hand with the main topic, the GPS ring, guys. You know, the famous GPS rings, and that's what we're going to discuss on the main topic. But the interesting tidbit is, did you know who created the actual GPS system in general?
No, who did?
Okay, well, ladies, giving you guys prop, it was this lady by the name of Gladys West. Mm-hmm. And she was born in 1930. She was originally a mathematician, a person that's good at math. Mm-hmm. Okay, but she just went off into this thing, came up with this bright idea. She pitched it, and boom, the creator of the GPS.
Okay, white or black?
She is a sister, believe it or not.
Okay.
Well, with a name like Gladys May, you know. So, you know.
We'll buy that one.
Yeah, so you know.
Okay, that's some good, interesting information that you one time before you had did a show.
Yeah, when I was giving you ladies the props.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of inventions
from
like
Kevlar to
remember.
bulletproof vests and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you've been doing good to the ladies. All y'all.
It just sort of tied into what we were talking about, so I just threw it out there.
Because if anybody knows Mr. Carter, y'all know. If y'all don't know, y'all need to go back and listen to all our previous shows.
They swear I hate women. I hate women. No.
I think me, his mama, sisters, and his daughters, and some of the female cousins is the only one on his like list.
No, it's just a lot of things about that.
Sometimes I don't think I'm on the
me.
like list. You know how that go.
It just bugs me with some of this women lib crap. But anyway, that was just a little interesting tidbit that went along with the GPS ring, and we can look back and see who actually invented the system for the GPS.
Okay.
Yes.
What else you got?
That'll do it.
All right, so we did the show when we first came back, right, from our little summer break, and we was talking about dreaming big and not letting your dreams die and blah blah blah. Well, I found something interesting that was posted on Twitter that the first book by Dr. Seuss was rejected by 27 publishers, until finally accepted by a friend who was an editor in 1937. He had given up on writing altogether and was going to destroy it when he went on to become an iconic creator of books. So that's just one other thing to let you know, y'all, don't give up on your dream. Dr. Seuss almost was no Dr. Seuss.
Everybody know the cat in the hat, green eggs and ham and all that good stuff.
Yeah, green eggs and ham.
All
and,
that good stuff.
Horton was a who, and
Yes.
Then he also do the Grinch. He was the creator of the Grinch.
Yeah, that's, yes, uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, that was a Dr. Seuss book. Yep, The Grinch Stole Christmas.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So we wouldn't have had all those classics, if Dr. Seuss,
if he didn't continue on his dream.
Yeah. If he had gave up, because he had got rejected 27 times.
Yeah, just look at rejection not as a failure, but as a learning device.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, anytime you fail, don't be like, okay, I'm a loser or whatever. No, that's just something else for you to learn.
Right. I had got a fortune cookie just the other day that said failure is the road to success.
Yeah, because you know not to do that again.
Failure is the road to success. So almost everybody that ever did it big, I mean, sometimes it seems like people are overnight sensations, but you just never know what their actual path, whatever they had to go through, how many times they were rejected, how many times they had to go through failures, or business failures. People fail all the time in businesses, and then they revamp, or they come back. So just because something is not working out for you, that don't mean that you give up. That just mean you do something different, or you learn a lesson. Like Mike just said, you learn a lesson from it and do something that's gonna still keep it going. You might have to tweak something here or there, but I just thought that was interesting.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Keeping your dream alive.
I know about that, about Dr. Seuss books. So, the super salad part of the show. So, man, I wish we were still doing the show on Mondays and Fridays when this story broke. Because this story broke last Thursday.
I'm not sure.
Into Friday morning. That's when it broke.
I'm not too sure. Pastor David E. Wilson
story. And I know I ain't got to go in too far of a detail. Y'all know what Pastor E. Wilson is allegedly accused of. Now, here's the thing. A whole 50-something second video of him performing congalingas. We're going to use the
congalingas.
We're going to use the scientific word, not none of the nasty stuff. Okay. Was performing congalingas act on an unidentified female that allegedly was not his wife. And
that's crazy.
And this Pastor David E. Wilson, the one that they are saying is the one that's performing this sexual act on this very thick female, is out of Texarkana, Texas. When I think of Texarkana, Texas, I only think of
the Bandit.
The Bandit,
yeah,
right?
Something like that. Yeah, the Bandit. Yeah, it triggered in my mind the same time I said the Bandit.
When I think about that, I don't know why that's what my mind goes to. I think about that old stupid Jackie Gleason.
Y'all see how we connect? Yeah.
I done drove from Texarkana, Texas.
The Bandit.
But anyway, so he's a new bandit then, I can say.
A special kind of bandit.
A special kind of bandit who has these alleged 50-something second congalingas act on social media that went crazy viral on Twitter. When I saw it Thursday night, me and actually I had just finished editing the show that came out last Friday. I was just finishing editing the show, and I went on Twitter just to see, okay, let's see what's trending. And that was the first thing that popped up. Remember, that was the first thing that popped up, and I showed it to you.
It's amazing. Stuff like that pops up the first thing.
As soon as I cut on Twitter, that's why I love Twitter. First thing it popped up was Pastor Wilson. I'm like, who is Pastor Wilson? And man, I did not have to scroll too far to find out who it was and what it was about. I probably scrolled like 3 posts and bam,
there it is.
There it is.
All out there in the open for everybody. All out there in the open
to everybody. I was like, oh my goodness. You know how you just can't unsee something? You feel like you just need to scratch your eyeballs out. It's like, oh my God. It was terrible. I mean, I don't want to see that on my feed. I'm glad I wasn't at work. Let's put it like that. I'm glad I wasn't on my day job, in front of everybody, and I just was looking at my Twitter feed, because that wouldn't have been good. So y'all gotta watch that. Mm-hmm. Everybody ain't.
Now let's talk about this thing a little deeper. Now, this guy is a pastor of a church, and he's giving this female special attention, so to speak. Okay. And I wonder who filmed it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
Who filmed it? I mean, did he film it? I mean, no, because the way, that's what I'm saying, the way he was handling his business, he couldn't have filmed it. So actually, I'm wondering, how did it get on Twitter? Who filmed this? Who actually did this?
Your guess as good as mine on that one, unless they had set up the tripod.
Yeah. But it was like a close up, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can zoom in.
Yeah. So, you know, that one thing that went through my mind, you know, other than a million other things. I'm like, how did you get on Twitter, dude, and you're married and you're a pastor? Why would you risk that? I mean, what happened?
It got leaked. It got leaked somehow. So if they were filming it, 9 times out of 10, they probably was filming it on their phone. If I had to guess. Yeah. And somebody
so the girl, the young lady probably was filming it. Okay.
Or he might not have known he was filmed. I mean, who knows? Yeah. I mean, all of it is alleged. His family is saying that they saying that it's not him, that there is another pastor, David E. Wilson, that it is not this pastor who's been the pastor of his church of over 40 years in Texarkana, Texas, and that this is not him. That's what his family is saying. His daughter has clapped back on social media and said that is not him. The pastor has taken down his social media page about it. Yeah. So I mean, I didn't even know who this dude was until this broke. I mean, he seemed like he's got a big church, but he's not like a TD Jakes or, you know what I'm saying, a Creflo Dollar. He's not a mega church, as far as people that we know that we've seen, you know, on TV or whatever, whatnot. But he's known now if that is him.
Well, and, you know, it's amazing because you can't really see all his features that well, but you can see enough to know that, you know, that might be.
You know his eyes.
See, that's what I'm saying. Certain features are not shown, but it's enough.
His beard.
Yeah, it's enough
shown. A little
bit
of his gray beard. He's not in the best position. He got a lot of stuff in his face.
Yeah, a lot of it.
You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of stuff in his face. And so with that being said, I can see why his family would want to say that's not a good way of saying that's him. Okay. I mean, I probably would go with that too if I was his family, because it's embarrassing for one. Especially if it's not their mother.
Hell, it'll be embarrassing if it was the mother.
I mean, yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I say him and mama.
That right there is life changing. But look, because he's going to lose congregation. He may lose his marriage. But he's definitely going to lose his marriage if it's another woman. But say if it was his wife, just say if it was his wife and they was getting kinky and somebody got a hold of their phone, hacked into their phone or whatever, and got the footage out of the phone and leaked it for whatever reason, because people leak stuff all the time for money, extortion, you know, all type of stuff. What they call it, blackmail. You never know. So I would think it would be better if it was his wife, and it got leaked than it being another chick. I mean, no, it's not. You don't want your coochie all over the TV. I mean, all over social media. But at least you saying, okay, this man is still, that was his wife, instead of him licking all on some other girl's, you know, box or whatever, you know. I'm just looking at it like that. I mean, it would be better for his congregation. Now look, okay, yeah, I have sex with my wife. Okay. It got leaked. Somebody hacked our phone, whatever it was, you know. Hey, I'm a man. I have a wife. At least I'm doing it with my wife. Yeah, that is
That's
true.
how I look at it. Yeah.
But like I say, either way, or, you know, it's just one is just more financial. But, you know, either way, it's going to be embarrassing, because ladies out there, come on, including yourself. You in the bedroom with your man, your husband. Would you want your crap on Twitter?
of
No,
course not.
exactly.
No, of
So
course
that's
not.
what I'm saying. Either way, it's embarrassing, but
Yeah,
the
it's
other one is
embarrassing.
more financial, I would say, because if it's not his wife, I mean, he's going to lose a lot more than just his privacy with the Twitter thing. He's going to lose a lot. I'm telling you, congregation is going to diminish. Like you say, he's not already a big time guy, in the religious realm, but I feel that he's going to lose a lot, due to that. And I was just trying to figure out where in the world, what were your mind thinking, dude?
I mean,
What were you thinking?
If I had to guess, he couldn't have had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but
he wouldn't do that on his.
That's what I'm saying.
Purpose.
That's my thing. I'm just trying to figure out, dude,
if
really?
that is him, 9 times out of 10, he did not know he was being filmed. If I had to guess, like I said, he's a preacher of nearly 40 years, Christian pastor. And they even got, pictures or whatever. He's the senior pastor of Bible Way Ministries World Outreach, Inc. He attended Southwest Bible College and Seminary, and he's been a minister over 32 years and have pastored for 25. So, I mean, I'm hoping for his sake that it's not him. I mean, because that would really, like you said, that would be bad, and it would be even worse if that is another woman, because that means not only are you supposed to be a leader of a flock as a pastor, but that means you a hypocrite. Because I'm pretty sure you preaching about adultery, you preaching about all the things about not sleeping, sex out of wedlock, all kind of crap that you preaching in your pulpit, and that's gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
that you're a liar, you're a hypocrite.
You are a big hypocrite. You're a big hypocrite. But yeah, he won't be the first, and he won't be the last.
No, he won't be the first. He
won't be the first. He won't be the last. But I just think it's funny that how everybody's just blowing this out of proportion. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out what he's not a mega church minister, so I mean, I don't know.
I think it's just the sensationalism of it being a pastor.
Being a pastor. Yeah.
That's it.
Being a pastor. Yeah, that's it.
And how the Christian faith is so strict on adultery, on those type of sexual acts and stuff like that. I mean, it's even some Christian sectors that say oral sex is a sin, even on your significant other. So it just depends on how deep you go with your religious beliefs. It's a lot of religious beliefs that that just Christianity that don't believe in oral sex, especially not the performing it on a female. Some of them don't mind it being performed on the male, but on the female is some sectors they say it's a sin, and some sectors say it's a sin both ways. That was your organs are only supposed to be for reproductive things. I was trying to keep a straight face, but some sectors don't believe that you're supposed to only engage when it's time for you to make babies. And not for pleasure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I don't know. Never heard that before. Yep. I've never heard that one. But hey, you learn something every day. Mm-hmm. I got to check that out.
Yeah, there's some religious sects that only believe that and then they believe that the pleasure is not for the woman. Women are only supposed to make babies and pleasure their men.
Boy, y'all women got it rough. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Yeah, good, I mean, like I said, it just depends on. I'm gonna tell you, it just depends on how deep, and there's a whole lot of different sectors of Christianity, and not like I said, not just Christianity. It's a lot of deep religious roots out there. What it was, I learned this when I was in high school. I think it was that I don't want to say not Native American Indians, but I think I heard that the real Indians, like in India, I don't know if they still do it, and I don't know what
talking
part
about of red dot or woo woo.
I don't know. See, it's different sectors of Indians in India. They're different ones. So they say that, and I don't know what sector it is. So if y'all know, hit us up, lunchtalk@gmail.com. When the child was born, when a girl is born, they would automatically take out her her clitoris, which is a part of her arousal, part of her organ, so that she cannot have pleasure doing sex because that's against the religion. Yeah, so it happens. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I would just feel bad if this was true. Now, some of the crazy memes that I heard, that I read, Preacher Paulie from Vampire in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Preacher Paulie. So they done put the Preacher Paulie meme with this sex little video talking about evil ass.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And they are putting that on this video, talking about the Pastor Wilson got him some evil ass. Whoo! When I saw that, I had lost. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is crazy.
The pastor.
And then they do an arrest name with the laying of the hands from Martin.
David Allen Greer.
David Allen Greer with the laying of the hands. And then a lot of them are using scriptures. They twisting it about the power of the tongue and all kind of crazy stuff that's going on. I'm not gonna get all explicit, but all you gotta do is just Google it. It's a mess. It's hilarious to me, but it's a mess.
It is quite funny. It is quite funny. I tell you, boy. I told you, I was just flabbergasted when I saw it. I was like, okay, pastors, boy, the pastors done struck again.
Now I'm gonna tell you, the bad thing is this man right here is getting mixed up with the no host barred, does not give two rats behinds if people know about him, and that's Pastor Thaddeus Matthews,
Y'all
the
know
cussing
who that is.
pastor, aka the cussing pastor. Pastor Thaddeus Matthews is basically people are getting him confused with Pastor David E. Wilson. Now, if y'all don't know who Pastor Thaddeus Matthews is, y'all need to Google him. Better yet, go on his YouTube channel. All you gotta do is type in Thaddeus Matthews and you will find the cussing pastor. Actually, he got something to say. He done put about 2 videos out about this David E. Wilson video. He has his own television show in his town of Memphis. That's where his church is. And this pastor right here is so off the chain. I mean, you can find him on Instagram. He done been in Facebook jail 1,000,000 times for the stuff that he say. So you might not can't find him on Facebook because he might be in jail. But Instagram and YouTube, if y'all hadn't heard of the cussing pastor, I'm telling you, this one here, and what really killed me is how I listened to 15 minutes of his video talking about Pastor David Wilson, and he critiqued his congalinga style. Now, he didn't say congalingas. He said congalinga. And how he was performing on this lady clitorius. I thought I was going to die. Talking about his skills wasn't good and that the girl couldn't have been having a good time if she was able to hold the camera straight. I couldn't look at no more because I had tears coming out my eyes. I was done. If y'all, I'm gonna leave a link in the show description. I'm gonna leave that link to Thaddeus Matthews' video on it. If y'all hadn't heard Cussing Pastor, I'm telling you, he had your side hurt.
Yeah, he's a handful. That guy right there, he
talking about everything. He had twerking contests at his church.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you like this: just don't let your kids listen to it because with the name pastor, don't get confused.
Don't get confused.
He
got a church and everything. Now he's an ordained pastor, but I'm trying to tell you that this one here, he has a shirt. I mean, like a vest that says "Cussing Pastor." He said that he is going out to get the homemongers, the drug dealers, and the prostitutes, and everything else. And he's going to bring them to the body of Christ by any means necessary. He said, so if you got to get down where they at and talk their language to get them in. He said that, that's his MO. So he talk about everything. And I mean everything.
No holds barred.
No holds barred. He talks about everything.
The cussing pastor.
The cussing pastor. That's who he is. And I feel sorry for Pastor David E. Wilson, who people are thinking that he is that person. They thinking that he Thaddeus Matthews.
Yeah, I mean, you can see why.
I've even had to go on Instagram and tell people that, no, this is Thaddeus. This is not the same dude. This dude been doing his ratchetness and he don't care. He don't even hide his stuff. He let you know. But this dude right here, he's just, oh man, I hate it for his family. If all that's true, he got, like you said, he got whole lot of crazy stuff.
A whole lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yep. Well.
Yep. That's crazy. The cussing pastor and the eating pastor. Okay. That's an interesting super salad.
Man, and when I tell you these women acting like they ain't never seen it before, or it was sad to see how women just been going crazy about seeing this guy perform this sexual act. Like, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I know we married, but when you were single, and you talk to guys, okay, when you were single and you talk to other single guys, and even now that you're married, and I know you got some single friends, people that you work with or whatever, you ain't got to call on name, but do guys still perform oral, or is that just a older? Now when I say older, I don't mean like old man, but like 40 and above. That's just. Do guys don't do that no more? What's the deal that these women going crazy about it now?
Well, I have no idea.
The guys don't talk about that?
No. I don't really talk to a lot of younger guys unless I'm trying to mentor them in some sort of way. But that aspect doesn't come up. But the older guys, of course, I know all their business because that's all they do is gossip. Mm-hmm. So, but to answer that question with the young guys, I have no idea. I mean, because like I said, I don't talk to younger guys in that way.
I mean,
so I don't know.
I mean, these girls go crazy like they don't. That's not something they get. So they just
their husband or boyfriend is not doing it. Yeah. Or you're old or young. You know what I'm saying? So they admiring the skill, the tough work, or whatever they might be getting. Hey,
this. I'm like,
there might be a fantasy of theirs.
You know, they make it mean. Talking about they going to hear church. Hear women talking about they going to his church.
They want him to lay hands on them.
They want they laying on the hands.
Yep. Well, not actually hands, but yeah.
But yeah, they been making all these like little things about it, and I was like, man, y'all act like women that ain't never seen it before. Like this is something totally new to you. I don't know. It was just weird to me when I kept seeing like people's posts on Facebook. They wanting people to send them the video and they DM. Okay, it's just the older cat licking on the cootie. I mean, it ain't. If you've ever seen porno, it's the same thing. I mean, it ain't nothing like, okay.
They just probably amazed that he's a pastor and he actually allowed himself to be filmed. They, probably these ladies, yeah. Like I said, it's probably something they're not used to. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's what I'm thinking, because I'll be the same way. I mean, it's just like you said, it's just another sex tape. I mean,
Well, if he is out there and if he is putting his mouth on people, all I can say is, you might need to get him a GPS ring, Mother Wilson. And on that note, that's going to be the main dish. And we're going to come back in just a few minutes to talk about these GPS rings. Just give us a second, let these commercials run, and we'll be right back. All right, so we are back and we get ready to start the main dish. So the main dish of the day is a GPS ring. Do you think your mate or even yourself need one?
Now that is an interesting question.
Very
interesting. Now for me, I would say yes and no. Yes and no. Because, the GPS ring can be used, just like Facebook or anything else for the good purpose or the bad purpose. Now, the good purpose is just in case someone is in an accident or someone, God forbid, take missing or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you got your wedding band GPS ring on or whatever, and you can pretty much, pinpoint their location.
Mhm.
I would say for safety reasons, that's a great idea.
Mhm.
But now, again, let's get to the negative part of it. You're snooping. You don't trust them. You want to follow them. You want to know where they're going every second of the day. That type of thing now, no, because then you got issues. Then you got trust issues. You got a lot of trust issues when it comes to that.
Well,
So,
first of all, how do you give your mate a GPS ring? Like as a wedding band. How do you do that? Like, okay, you get the ring. Are you not going to tell them it has a GPS tracking device in it?
Yeah,
Or
that's it. That's how you get away with it. Yeah, that's it. Don't tell them.
I have not actually seen one, so I've seen pictures of it, but I've never seen one in person. So I don't know if it's like something that you can actually tell that it has that capability inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to Google it up, and for the ones that I did see, they don't look no different. Like they hide it in a monogram part. See,
Mm-hmm.
I had to post a picture of it on our Facebook page that way y'all can see what I'm talking about when the show come out Friday. But really, like that's just to me that's just taking it too far. Like you said, now if you're doing it for
safety or for something like that, yeah.
But come on, let's be real.
No, they're not gonna use it for safety.
They ain't using that for no
They're
safety.
using it to be nosy, trying to find out what y'all doing.
Right.
They're trying to find out what y'all doing.
Let's just keep it real. Now, the GPS ring itself is not a new concept because this ring was actually made like 3 years ago by a British jeweler named Steve Bennett. And he built the first prototype tracking engagement ring. And
I wonder why.
And they said that the purpose of the ring is for theft and loss protection. He said that was the purpose. Said the founder of Gemporo said that the purpose of the ring is for theft and loss protection, according to the Daily Mail in the UK. The piece of jewelry will be marked by Gemporo as their fidelity ring. Now, why would you call it the fidelity ring?
Bullcrap.
Why would you call it the fidelity ring if it's about theft and loss protection?
Only a man with trust issues will come up with a GPS wedding band. Trust me on this, people. I'm not a mind reader, but trust me on this. Now, which sounds better, his explanation or mine? Okay? A man with trust issues. Who else mind going to go there?
But why would you even name it the fidelity ring?
Yeah, what mind, unless you're a man with trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to try to put a tag on your wife or a man invented it, so, you're not going to try to put a tag on your wife, I wouldn't guess. If you don't have trust issues, how would you even come up with that concept? That's crazy. How would you even come up with that concept?
He said that when he was asked, where did he come up with the dad for the ring, he replied, the idea came to me as I was thinking of ways to ensure safekeeping of jewelry.
Okay, Jerry.
He said, because our collection includes some highly valuable pieces and some added insurance is, of course, always welcome.
Okay.
So,
I wonder who buys that for $1. But anyway, okay, but hey, guys, I got a question for you. Male and female, okay? Hit us up, let us know. If your mate gave you one of these rings, would you wear it? Or would you think that person don't trust you? So hit us up, let us know at
lunchtalk@gmail.com.
There it is. Hit us up, guys, let us know. If your mate gave you one of those rings, would you wear it or would you think they have trust issues?
I'm telling you now, I wouldn't have a problem with wearing it because I told you before. And when we came back in our first podcast episode, when we was talking about the shows we gonna talk about, I told you you're gonna be bored. This girl don't go nowhere but working home and to the store. That's all she do. She don't do nothing. I'm bored. I'm just sitting there just looking at the little dot on the little map. She at 518.
Finding out where you at. Yeah. I but me personally, would I wear it? Yeah. Would I wear it? I would say I would wear it as well. I would wear it as well because, you know, unless you got somebody that you know that don't trust you and they actually trying to track you. Mm-hmm. Now, I would take that in a negative way. You know, then I wouldn't wear it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be real with you. I wouldn't wear it. Because if you got trust issues, I know I ain't doing that, whatever, and it's all just completely just one-sided. Right. Nah, I wouldn't wear it because I'd be like, okay, no, we got to deal with this trust thing first. Yeah. But, you know, I know you trust me and, you know, we just doing it for actual safety purposes. You know what I'm saying? Just in case something happens, because I do travel back roads, going back and forth to work, blah, blah, blah. I wear it all day long.
But here's the thing, though. There's other ways to do that without having to get a ring. If you really want to track somebody, you can track them with their phone. I mean, their phone got GPS devices on them, and they got what they call family sharing. Mm-hmm. And then you could put, you know, you see it on movies all the time. Those are real tracking devices they put on your car. When you don't pay your car payment, they come get it.
Oh, yeah.
They come get it. You know, a lot of those cars that got those devices in them, they come get your car. So it's other ways that, you know, you can do that without getting a ring. I think a ring is really just like going too far, really. I mean, if you want to be, okay, if you don't trust your mate, like you said, I feel like a ring is like a slap in the face. Like, that's just, to me, that's just degrading.
Yeah, that's why I say that's still, you know, I wouldn't wear it because of that. Because you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wouldn't wear it just because of that.
Just
you know
because
what I mean?
of that, right. I mean, if you really want to track your person, you need to track them without they knowing it, okay? Put a tracking device on their car. Turn on the tracking notifications on your phone and link it to their phone if you that worried. I mean, it's family sharing. They even got it for, you know, the kids that got, you know, I know Sprint does it for your kids. You can track where they at. I mean, even my old boss.
That's a good thing right there when it comes to the kids.
So I say, even my old boss got a tracking device type of app or whatever on her teenage son phone.
I understand that now. Yes.
So
completely.
Those are valid reasons, especially when you got kids that's driving, you know, 16, 17, 18 year olds. You know, I know 18 is grown, but you know, you gotta know what kind of kids you got too. 18 don't always equate to being grown, not in mentality anyway. But so I think GPS stuff like that has its place, but I wouldn't ask you to wear no ring. If I was that, I mean, come on, that's just crazy to me.
Yeah, that's taking it a little too far.
If you eating out the Crunchy Munch box like pastors is doing.
Mm-hmm. Like the old pastor doing.
Like I said.
He might need to get a GPS
Mother Wilson might want to get the GPS
yes.
Going forward.
Yeah, going forward. Yes, she might want to get one.
She might want to get one. And don't even tell him about it. Yeah, you might go ahead and...
Like you said, she better put one on this car without him knowing it. Because by him wearing that ring...
Cadillac, whatever he
drives. Cadillac.
Yeah, Cadillac. His Cadillac.
Yeah, Cadillac.
Well,
boy, that's I'm putting them in a. Oh man, I shouldn't have did that.
Oh, well, yeah, you put it. I mean, that's what
category.
I said. I said it first.
I said, "Oh, yeah, Black Pastors, yeah, Cadillac, yeah, Cadillac, yeah, profiling." Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Profiling. You know, but hey,
Black Pastors.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing out there. That's why they going crazy about that. You know. Because they can't believe. But yeah, you should be able to believe it because he's a man. It's human. Men, women, we all make mistakes. Now, the thing is, if you catch that person with this GPS ring, what are you going to do?
That's the trick. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Because my grandma used to always say, babe, if you go looking for trouble, what? You're gonna find it.
You're gonna find it. Yeah, you're gonna find it.
So now you got this GPS ring. Mm-hmm. You ain't tell him it was a GPS ring. And now you done caught him at whoever Susie Q's house or whatever. Now you done caught him. You got what you was looking for. You did your little private investigation work. Mm-hmm. So now what you gonna do?
Divorce.
Hit us up and let's start showing gmail.com.
Divorce.
What you gonna do?
Divorce.
Now you got this GPS ring, and this GPS ring that gave you the information that you was snooping about. What are you gonna do?
Well, I can't actually say divorce because I know people out there. They done put up with a lot of bull crap and they didn't have to use no GPS ring or get a divorce.
Right.
And they found out almost the hard way that this person was doing something they had no business doing. Mm-hmm. But, you know, hey, they didn't get a divorce. They still happy together. And there's a lot of people out there like that. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, infidelity is not a deal breaker for a lot of people. I mean, it really is not. I mean,
well, I mean, see,
all I can do is
we took a
breathe.
pause right there because I'm like, okay, you know, I'm like,
I'm saying
I'm like,
infidelity is not a deal breaker for everybody. I mean, I feel like we on the same page to say, okay, I don't think that would work for our relationship, but that don't mean that other people don't recover from it.
I agree 100%. I was just saying, you know, to this day, I just can't see how that's not a deal breaker. I mean, I just can't see it. I really can't. That's just me personally, but hey, it is what it is. To each his own.
Right.
In each relationship.
I had someone to comment on this. So this was the original post about the GPS ring on September the 8th on our Lunch Talk with the Carters Facebook page. And this person said, if you have to use this to catch your man cheating, at this point you need to catch a divorce lawyer and move on with your life.
Exactly.
Any man that wears this is a whole fool.
Exactly. Yep. That's exactly. That's why I say divorce. That's why I say exactly.
And you
There
did
it
put
is.
that as your comment. You said, depends. If you're using this for safety, it's cool. But if you are using it to spy, then it sucks. That was your comment.
Yep. Exactly.
And you know what? And I put as my comment under yours, I put good answer like the Steve Harvey. Good answer, good answer, good answer. But I feel like we said one time on another show, you got to get down, like you said, to the core of it. You got trust issues. And until you get those trust issues, you ain't going to trust this dude to the refrigerator because you're going to think he's doing something from the refrigerator to the bedroom, especially if he got his phone in his hand. You ain't going to trust nothing he do.
Exactly.
So it don't matter about no GPS and he going out somewhere. If you don't trust somebody, you ain't going to even trust them right there in your face.
Yep, because they always going to be doing something.
Got
You
to be
thinking,
doing
yeah,
something.
they thinking they doing something. Can't go to the store 5 minutes away. Get back to the house. Guess what? Who you slept with? Huh? 5 minutes?
Oh, I had one that didn't
minutes.
trust
Just
me
to the store?
from work to home. 15-minute ride.
Yeah. You
Who
riding
you
somebody
with?
for 15 minutes. Yeah. Can't
I'm
even
good.
get your pants down.
Oh,
that
I'm
quick.
good. I'm good. Huh?
Woo.
I'm good.
That's crazy.
Left work and drove home and got some. All in 15
15
minutes.
minutes.
Ooh,
Wow.
wee.
That's why some of that stuff is impossible. You know it sounds funny, guys, but this real stuff. This real. This real. You go to the store ain't nothing but like 5-10 minutes away, dude. You come back to the house, guess what? You done slept with somebody from the time you left the house, get to the store and back. What?
There's somebody out there really dealing with that.
Yeah, exactly. I said, it's real. Trust us. We know. Trust us. This ain't nothing
Because
we
I
just
have
made
dealt
up.
with it. I know I've dealt with it now.
Yeah, I have dealt with it. Oh
But
my
that's what
goodness,
I said.
I dealt with it.
That's what I
Woo.
said. We not in that situation now, me and Mike. But when we had prior relationship, I've been there.
Yeah, can't
And
even go to
that
the
ain't
store.
cool.
5-10 minutes away. You
It's
come
not
back.
cool.
Yeah, you come back. You done did something.
Especially when you haven't gave this person any inclination or reason to believe that you cheated on them. I can see if you cheated on them and they might have trust issues because you have did an act and they, so-called forgave you, but they still don't trust you. So that, but when you ain't gave nobody no reason and they talking about GPS rings and telling you that, okay, you can't even go to the store or you can't do nothing unless you sleeping with somebody, that ain't cool.
But now that situation right there, now I would say that's almost like a totally different. That's true, but also now, if something gets out of the norm, now people might have a tendency to wonder on that issue too. Not just because you gave them a reason, but just because something is out of the norm. Do you call that trust issues? Just because something is out of the norm, and they get an accusatory reaction. Now, what would you say that is? Would just because this person ain't give you no reason, but just something happened out of the norm. Just something happened that's not normal. And we as humans have a tendency to lean towards that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now, what would you say about that?
And I do feel like if you do that and you made the other person feel some kind of way, it's your responsibility to apologize if that's not how it was supposed to come off, but it came off that way. You got to apologize and try to make that right. Because that's not cool to accuse somebody or even make it seem like you're accusing them because you wouldn't want to be put in that same predicament. So I feel like some things that people do don't look right. Like say if I told you okay, I'm getting off work, and I call you and I say, hey, babe, I'm gonna stop by Andy's house.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's my god brother, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop by Andy's house, all right? And then something come up, and then you call me, I don't answer my phone.
Mm-hmm.
You got Andy number, you call Andy. Hey, Andy, start down there. Oh no, bro, I ain't seen her. I ain't seen her. Oh, okay. Well, she told me she would come down there. That was probably about 30, 40 minutes ago. She still ain't made it down there. No, it don't take that long to get to your house. No, bro, I ain't even talked to stuff.
No, that's why I say, that's that right there.
You see? Yeah, now that stuff like that.
That looks wrong. And that looks very wrong. Yeah.
Then you talk to her, and then she could, or me and you, or, just using myself as an example. And then I say, well, yeah, I was headed that way, and I was stopped at the store, and I wound up running into Susie Q, and then me and her got to talking at the store, and I'm on my way down there now.
Yeah, you know what? I would buy that. I would buy that. I really would. Like you said.
In the parking lot, ain't seen each other in a long time. I was right here talking to her, and I left my phone in the car.
Okay. Like I say now, you made a valid point too, back before I gave that other example, okay, about if that person gives you a reason, have they done something in the past, excuse me. Okay, now that right there, now if this woman has never did anything to me or give me a reason to think that, okay, I'll buy that. But as long as she come off and tell me, you know what I'm saying? I'll buy that. You know what I'm saying? You was on your way down there. But, you didn't get down there at a, time I thought you should. Yeah. But, and, you say you went to the store because I know you probably stopped by the store and got whatever. Yeah. So I say got whatever. Okay. And you probably do because a lot of people know us, know her, know me, and she probably did get tongue up with somebody and just a little late get down anyhow. I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
And I'm like, I left my phone in the car because I didn't think I was going to be in and out, ran into such and such, got to talking. I ain't seen them in forever.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1.
Wind up talking for 20 minutes.
Exactly. Because it happens.
It happens.
But now, and I could be one of those schizos too. Now, if you've been giving me so many reasons not to trust you, even though you probably talked to this person about 15 minutes, you put, can you possibly do in 15 minutes? But guess what? Bam, my mind went there which way too. I was there. Exactly.
And you went there.
I was at the store. I was talking. Yeah, exactly. Then that cycle will come out. If you've been giving me reasons too, knowing good well.
Call 5,000 times. You get in the phone. You got a million missed calls.
Oh, you like
in 15 minutes. They called you every minute.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah, every minute. They call you 15 times. 50 times. And you like, oh Lord, this would be hard.
If it be crazy.
You probably won't even want to call.
Yeah, you can call Ed.
This would be crazy.
You call everybody and call all around the world.
Yeah, and oh Lord, and I missed
and I was right there in the store.
Yeah, oh Lord, this would be argument.
And then guess what you gotta do? You can ask the lady right here at the cash register.
I know, right?
She'll tell you. I was standing right here talking to Susko.
Yeah.
And she'll tell you.
She lying too.
Yeah, she lying. You probably paid her.
I said, that's that schizo stuff come out. That's that crazy stuff come out.
I'm going to get you a GPS ring.
Exactly. I'm going to get you a GPS ring.
See, you acting up. I got to get you a GPS ring.
No question asked. No question asked.
All right, man. You guys take what you want to say about this crazy show today.
Nope. That's about it.
All right. So we are done talking about pastors and congolingas and GPS rings and...
That's another exhausting show. So much information.
I'll tell you.
So much information.
When this broke last weekend, man, I'm telling you, I really hate that we did not have a Monday show because I know we like late reporting this because us waiting to the Friday show.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. We are so late reporting it. But hey, we had to put our talk, we had to say what we had to say about it.
Put our spin on it.
That's right. Yeah. We had to say what we had to say and tell us how we feel. I feel like this here. I just this is my end on this whole Pastor Wilson thing. I just hope for the sake of his family that is not him. How he gonna prove it's not him? I don't know. I'm hoping that if it's not him, I hope that if he is a good pastor or whatnot, I hope that this don't take his ministry and his church and none of that stuff, But if it is him, shame on you. And that's it.
Well, I got to end this one too. Mine's a little more of the serious tip, but I got to end it too. But guys, hey, I'm going to tell y'all something now, all jokes aside, but stop putting so much faith in these pastors out here, okay? Because at the end of the day, like my wife said, they are men and they have urges. They suffer from the flesh like every other man, okay? Stop putting them on the pedestal and start putting the Most High where he deserves to be on that pedestal,
right?
Okay? So guys, just be real, keep it real, and like my wife said, let's just hope for the best for this pastor. I hope it ain't him.
You know what? And Thaddeus ain't saying it's him, but I would have rather it been Pastor Thaddeus because at least he ain't worried about
what they say.
His reputation.
Exactly.
He ain't worried about his reputation.
Yeah.
He built his whole congregation on ratchetness, so you can have a ratchet church.
Yeah.
He built his whole congregation. All right, well, we about to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and stay safe. All right, guys.
All right, baby.
Peace.
Peace.